chilly up in here. In fact, man. Okay. So my apartment building is real old. And basically, to make a really long and irrelevant story short, the upstairs is always like hot. I mean, in the wintertime, it doesn't matter. The windows can be open. It's just warm up there, generally speaking. And then downstairs, I have these huge, and they're beautiful, east-facing windows that are old as fuck and drafty as fuck. And honestly, I mean, even in the winter, I kept it open, at least a little bit, cracked, right? Because I love a fresh air moment. But y'all, it is 57 degrees inside my house right now downstairs. And I guarantee if I go upstairs, it'll say 70. But yeah, I'm sitting here having my coffee and I was like, it's breezy. And that's because it's just a very casual 57 degrees. Welcome. Hi. And if you were here, then you need to bring your jacket because it's a little bit cold down here. Anywho, I was just talking to a friend of mine today. And now, like, we're officially in the middle of October, and Denver never knows what the fuck it's doing. But by now, I definitely feel like it has snowed, or like there is snow in the works. And I mean, like, I would be extraordinarily surprised if we made it through October with no snow. But it was definitely feeling like it was going to snow yesterday, to be honest with you. And I was going to say I'm not necessarily mad about it, but I'm like a big fan of that first snow. And then I'm like, okay, I'm good for until Christmas, and then it can snow, and then I'm usually about done. And if you know anything about Denver weather, that's just not the case. So a girl can dream. At any rate, I'm going to sit here. I actually... Seriously, it's so cold that I'm like, I need to locate some sort of a blanket situation. And also, welcome to my home. And I'm just going to like go get some more coffee while we're at it. I need some levity, y'all. I feel like for the most part that this podcast is rather light and like levity inspired, but I'm like, I need some levity up in my life. And so it was timely. Y'all know I love a timely moment. I got, if you listen to last week's episode, I talked about frisée and how it's garbage. And I said what I said, okay? I don't know who y'all are out there eating like tumbleweed salads, because that's what they are. It's like a dusty, dry, I mean, like literally it pokes you in your mouth. It is not for me. Okay. But somebody emailed me and it was basically the equivalent of, I would like to think that it was in good spirit, but I also am like, was it in good spirit? Basically, they told me that like maybe my palate just wasn't very sophisticated. And to that, like, have you met me? Oh, y'all, I needed this. Okay, so I don't care what is on the salad. It could be a salad dressing made from like 24 karat golden caviar. I don't give a fuck. Frisée is so gross. It's a texture thing. It is like the most bitter thing. And I like bitter, like as a flavor profile. I can't. I'm like picturing somebody like literally pulling weeds out of the grass. And y'all know exactly what weed I'm talking about. What is it called? Somebody like pulling weeds out of their garden and their grass and just like rinsing them off and putting them in a bowl. That's what the fuck frisée is. And I don't care. And maybe I'm not very sophisticated. Again, if you've met me in real life, you would know that that's pretty accurate. But at any rate, we're going to spend some time talking about unpopular food opinions. That way you guys can all come and burn my cold ass apartment down. Okay? Starting with frisée. I'm just going to leave it alone. I don't know who's eating it. I don't know who finds joy in that. I don't know who sits down to a salad with that in it. But also, please know that, again, this is in search of levity, okay? Like, this is all in good fun. Don't actually burn my apartment down. It's going to be okay. It'll be all right. Number 2, macarons. Not to be confused with macaroons. Y'all do this sometimes. They are not the same. Macarons, overly sweet air. That's what it reminds me of. Here's the deal. Making them like from a, what's the word that I'm looking for? From like a technical standpoint, I have appreciation for the feet on your macarons, okay? Like, I really do. They are beautiful. I think that they're like an artistry. And I also, with the exception of one of my best friends, don't know who is like opening a box of these and being like, yes, God. I think that they're just okay. Drag me. Truly. And you haven't had them from France. Okay, I have never been to France. Fine. I have had them from some wildly talented folks, and they're fine. They're all right. I think that they're super beautiful. And I also just think that they're okay. On second thought, I'm like, is this going to be lighthearted, or are all of you going to boycott me because I'm not sophisticated, apparently? It's going to be okay. I can see you putting your your keyboard warrior dukes up. It's going to be okay. Just let me have this moment, okay? Cheeseburgers, burgers in general, they just need cheese. We don't need all of this other bullshit on there. Okay. I don't care where the cheeseburger is from. I don't care how good it is. I don't care if it has gold flake and caviar on it. Makes no difference to me. I just want a cheeseburger. Lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, and condiments, fine. I can be swayed with some condiment situation. I know some, if it's a specific sauce to a specific restaurant, sometimes there's mayo, but I'm also good with just ketchup and mustard. I don't want mushrooms and Swiss. I'm from Colorado and I don't want green chilies on my burger. I just want a plain cheeseburger. I said what I said. Okay. Raisins belong in oatmeal cookies. Who said that they're not? And also, is it actually an oatmeal cookie if there's not raisins in it? I mean, I understand the idea that it's oatmeal raisin, but what? There should just be raisins inside of, and I'm not even a raisin stan. I don't love raisins. I don't have a box of raisins hiding in my cupboard that I just eat handfuls of. Raisins are fine, but they belong in oatmeal cookies. Okay? Brace yourself. Nutella is stupid. Okay? It doesn't taste like anything but sweet. That's the flavor profile. It's just sweet. That's it. It's sweet. That's all I got. I mean, it's not entirely stupid. I've had it in a crepe that I enjoyed. I have also made Nutella stuffed chocolate chip cookies, but that was definitely novelty, and they were too sweet. But for the most part, okay, it's not stupid, it's overrated. Okay, so it's all right. Forgive me. Can you hear the car alarm going off outside? Because I can. That's my other unpopular opinion, is I could do without that. Um, some of y'all are going to really have a hard time with this, and this is also okay. Buttercream frosting. It's not good. The flavor profile is sweet. And also, like, okay, calm down. I understand that there's different types and varieties. And I have actually had to make buttercream for a couple of different cakes several times in my life, and I do prefer some more than others. But just like generally speaking, for the most part, like I would say 8 out of 10 times, cream cheese frosting can always be used instead and should always be used instead. Are you noticing a trend yet? I don't like hyper sweet things. I really do not. I don't enjoy that. So moving on to milk chocolate. Generally speaking, I don't give a fuck where it's from, what kind of quality. It could be the best quality in the free world. I'm not saying it's yucky. I'm saying that it's too sweet 9 out of 10 times. I said what I said. I don't like really sweet stuff. I guess like the Nutella, the buttercream. Also, the buttercream frosting from your local whatever store, grocery store, okay? That on a cake, that makes my teeth hurt thinking about it and makes the back of my jaw sore, okay? Like that is how much I have a disdain for that kind of buttercream situation, and like hyper sweet things makes me kind of want to die. I'm for real. It's too much. Why are y'all eating that? Also, it does like that weird mouth coat thing. Stop. I can't even think about it. Cake is always better than frosting, even if it's cream cheese frosting. And I actually really do love cream cheese frosting. But it's like the cake is better, and also pie over cake forever. Drag me. I will always choose pie. Or like a tart situation, a galette, if you will. I love crust. So pie over cake forever and ever. Amen. Bacon is good. Bacon also has like a place. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about bacon on its own. Like, if I'm being really honest with you, the times that I love bacon the most is when it has a home with somebody and something else. Whether that's like a pasta dish or beans. I mean, honestly, right there, I think that like bacon and beans are like a pairing better than bacon and eggs. Okay? Bacon is not that good. Like this whole like bacon nation, we're going to put bacon on everything. I don't know. I just, it's good. It's not that good. And also, that's what I literally, that's what I want to do. I want to make like bacon and beans, like the obvious combination. You know what I'm saying? Pairing instead of bacon and eggs. That's the hill that I'm going to die on. Speaking of eggs, if your eggs have any amount of color on them, any amount, they're fucked. They're overdone. We've got to stop this. We have got to stop like the desecration of eggs. I will never forget being pregnant and the smell of overcooked eggs with Maddox several times just made me want to die. Like heaving into the sink because I just can't. Stop that. Also, it's a smell thing, but it's also a texture thing. I mean, like, what are we even eating at that point? It's like weird rubber town. Stop that. Stop burning the shit out of your eggs. Also, like I get, some of us do not do a runny white. I think most people can agree that